Hello everyone! Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be reviewing the Weavers of Alamaxa. So this is a sequel to the Daughters of Itzihar, which I absolutely love that book. And you know what? I really love this one too. It continues the whole Avatar: The Last Airbender kind of theme, which I think is like really so well done. As someone who's a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, I think this is such a remarkable novel because it's also steeped in a lot of Egyptian folklore and mythology at the same time. And more than that, it also has this underlying theme of, a suffrage movement, a women's suffrage movement. And I think that that's really powerful and empowering, especially in the current political climate, which I'm not going to discuss. But I think it's really important that this kind of book is out there and it exists right now. So once again, we are following Nihal and Georgina. First of all, Nihal has gone through this incredible journey. In the first book, she's kind of a bit of a spoiled brat. She comes from a rich family. She's a water weaver, and all she wants is, she doesn't even want to be a spoiled brat. But she really wants to be a warrior. She wants to be trained to use her water bending ability, her water weaving ability in a way that is more than just doing tricks and thrills. That is what she wants in her life. She doesn't want to just be a wife. She doesn't want to just be a, part of the court. She wants to do something. She goes about it the wrong way because she's a spoiled brat and she thinks, well, if I throw a tantrum, I'll get everything I want. When you throw a tantrum, you shouldn't just get whatever you want. That shouldn't be how life works, and it doesn't work for her. And of course, by the end of the book, she's kidnapped. But what she does discover is that she can also do blood weaving. I'm sorry. Not sorry. She can do blood weaving, and it is so well done. And you kind of see this little malevolent side to her. However, this whole novel, she's going on a really good journey. She is exploring her sexuality, the fact that she is queer and part of the LGBT community and, loves this other woman. And she's really learning more about herself. And she's learning to see that her actions do indeed have consequences and that her actions do affect other people. And I think that that's really interesting for her characterization. She is learning and she is growing and she is expanding her abilities. And she learns that the world is bigger than just her me. And I think that that's really good for her characterization. As for Georgina, Georgina, the first book, she's very meek, she's very quiet, she's from the working class, right? And she's in love with a nobleman who loves her back and he wants to marry her, but she's not, as they say, intact. So, of course, things don't go the way she planned, and it's not even that the man she loves turned his back on her. He hasn't. He is trying to find a way to, damn society and kind of be with her. But, she is going on this journey as well. She's very meek. And she's very just docile and demure because she thinks she has to placate society. But then, she meets the Daughters of Itzihar and she goes on this whole journey. And in this book, she's discovering that she's more than just an earth weaver. She's discovering that she can weave multiple abilities at once. And that's so wonderful for her. Because she's discovering that she has power. And she can use it in a way to protect the people she loves. And she can use it in a way to not dismantle the patriarchy, but to make sure that women's voices are seen and heard without hurting. She's all about non-violence. And I like that about her. She's doing non-violent protesting. The same with the Daughters of Itzihar. Like, you have these women, some of which have abilities, and all they want is their voices to be heard, and they are protesting in a non-violent way. And then when the other nation is coming because they think anyone who weaves the power of the gods is an abomination and needs to be dealt with. When they all come together to protect their nation from the invading nation, I think it really does say a lot about their community and how their culture as a whole is growing. So, it's a really, really interesting novel. It has a lot of, important themes to it, I think. And I honestly loved it. I loved it. It was a really good conclusion. It was very bittersweet. Not everyone does get their happy ending, unfortunately. It is bittersweet, but it was so well done, very well executed, and I highly recommend, this book if you like Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you want to read something that has a little Egyptian mythology and folklore to it, and if you want something that deals with themes such as equality and, the suffrage movement, I think this is definitely going to be the book for you. So, yeah, excellent book. Highly recommend it. Honestly, you should just read it just for the Avatar aspect, because that's kind of really well done, and I really do love the characterization. So, in any case, thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.